Japan, the land of the rising sun, has long been famous for its cutting-edge inventions, unique culture, and fascinating way of life. But did you know Japan offers a service so bold it could shock the world? Here, older male tourists can experience something unimaginable, sleeping with a love robot designed to look and feel like a real woman. These visitors are allowed to fulfill their desires with these lifelike machines, but in return, they must pay an extraordinarily steep price. So, what exactly is Japan trying to accomplish with this unusual form of companionship? And how are the tourists who have tried this service doing now? Let's find out as we explore the mysteries of Japan in today's video. Are you ready? Number 20. Enormous spending on adult films. Have you ever imagined that an East Asian country like Japan, known for its modesty, refinement, and deep traditions, would also lead the world in the adult film industry? It sounds contradictory, but it's true. Japan not only legalized this industry, but turned it into one of the nation's largest economic machines, second only to the automotive industry. According to statistics from 2015, Japan produces around 20,000 official adult films every year. If you count online and illegal content, that number rises to nearly 35,000 films. This means roughly 100 adult films are released in Japan every single day, a staggering number. But it's not just about quantity. The industry generates massive profits. Japanese adult videos, or JAV, are made at much lower production costs than Hollywood films. Yet their price isn't cheap, ranging from 3,000 to 4,000 yen, around 500,000 to 700,000 VND, per DVD. These films are also exported worldwide, with production levels 5 to 6 times higher than in the United States. What really sets Japanese adult films apart is their realism. Every scene is 100% real, with strict health and appearance standards. For actors, before filming, they undergo thorough health checks to ensure complete safety. Do you think the success of this industry comes from its realism and professionalism? Or is it because Japanese society accepts this field as an inevitable part of the economy? Whether you agree or not, it remains a controversial but undeniably powerful industry in terms of its growth. Number 19. Yakuza, Japan's legal mafia. When you hear the words organized crime, you probably imagine a dangerous, underground world filled with violence. But in Japan, the infamous criminal group, known as the Yakuza, not only exists, but operates openly and legally. Something unimaginable in most countries. What makes the Yakuza so intriguing isn't just their fearsome reputation, but how they run like a corporation. They have offices, clear organizational structures, defined territories. They even register with the police. Despite being a criminal organization, the Yakuza follows a strict code of conduct. They avoid harming ordinary citizens, as doing so would dishonor the group and attract unwanted police attention, something they work hard to avoid. You'd only have trouble with them if you fail to pay debts at entertainment venues, cause public disturbances, or interfere with the businesses they protect. For those who follow the rules, the Yakuza remain like shadows, present, but rarely, affecting daily life. Even more surprising, Yakuza leaders are often seen as approachable, honorable men who keep their word. While they may not be heroes, in some cases, they're regarded as unseen protectors of the communities they control. This makes the Yakuza both terrifying and strangely fascinating. Do you think legalizing a criminal organization like the Yakuza is bold or dangerous? Let's keep exploring Japan's most surprising sides. Number 17. Geishas aren't call girls in reality. Geishas represent the pinnacle of refined entertainment, where grace, culture, and tradition are celebrated. The phrase selling art, not the body, perfectly describes what it means to be a geisha. They are artists, not adult entertainers. While geishas may use charm and flirtation to entertain guests, they never engage in intimate relationships. This misunderstanding isn't just from outsiders. Even in Japan's history, geishas were often wrongly associated with adult services. In 1872, following the Meiji Restoration, a controversial law legalizing adult services blurred the lines, causing some to confuse geishas with those in the adult industry. Thankfully, over time, geishas have been rightfully recognized as masters of traditional art, entirely separate from that trade. But if you think you can simply hire a geisha with enough money, think again. Access to a geisha is highly exclusive. First, the cost is significant. While prices are often kept secret, rumors suggest a 2-hour session can cost around $800, excluding room rentals and meals. But more importantly, it's about culture. You can't just walk into a tea house and demand to meet a geisha. You must be introduced by someone familiar with the establishment, ensuring trust and respect for the traditions. So, do you think you're ready to meet a geisha? Remember, money is only a small part of the experience. True access requires understanding and respecting the deep values geishas represent. And if you're curious about their rituals and artistry, stay tuned as we continue exploring. Number 16 is naked sushi, part of Japanese culture. Many people mistakenly believe that nyotaimori, or naked sushi, is a long-standing Japanese tradition, but that's not true. While this unusual dining style has gained popularity worldwide, especially in Canada, Russia, and the US, it has never been a traditional practice in Japan. In fact, many older Japanese citizens don't even know what nyotamori means because it's so far removed from their actual lifestyle. The global popularity of nyotamori comes largely from international businesses promoting it as an artistic or cultural experience from Japan. But their true goal: attract curious customers and boost profits. In reality, nyotamori is not recognized as traditional in Japan. Promoting it as a distinctive cultural practice has led to many misunderstandings. Japanese food culture emphasizes delicacy, cleanliness, and deep respect for the food itself. Placing sushi on a naked body, though it may seem artistic to outsiders, goes completely against these traditional values of hygiene and respect. On fact, for those who truly understand Japanese culture, this practice may even be seen as disrespectful. Many Japanese people feel confused or uncomfortable when they hear about nyotamori, as they don't want their culture distorted by such misconceptions. Number 15. Love robot. Service industry. Can you imagine a future where people choose machines as partners instead of real humans? In Japan, this is slowly becoming reality. Hotels across the country are now offering love robot services, a controversial and growing industry targeted mainly at older male tourists, particularly those who feel lonely or are looking for new experiences. These robots are designed to look incredibly lifelike, with soft silicone skin, flawless features, and AI-powered communication abilities. Companies don't hesitate to use popular anime characters in their advertisements to lure customers, promoting the modernity and safety of their product as the perfect solution for men seeking comfort. But this experience doesn't come cheap. Prices range from 10,000 to 20,000 yen, approximately 1.7 to 3.3 million VND, not including room rentals or additional services. This makes the experience a luxury that isn't accessible to everyone. Behind this technological development lie deeper questions. The rise of love robots has significantly impacted traditional adult industries, as more customers are drawn to these lifeless machines instead of real human interactions. So, is this a remarkable technological advancement, or simply a cold replacement of humans with machines? If you visited Japan, would you be curious to try this experience? Number 14. Infidelity is common behind closed doors. Japan is known for its relatively low divorce rate compared to many other countries. But that doesn't mean all Japanese marriages are happy. Behind the surface, the reality of marital life is far more complicated. Even when couples feel trapped or emotionally disconnected, many choose to stay together. This is largely due to financial and societal pressures. For many Japanese women, who are homemakers and financially dependent on their husbands, divorce means taking on the heavy burden of self-support. Meanwhile, men often fear losing contact with their children. In Japan, custody is granted to only one parent, and it's extremely rare for fathers to win custody. As a result, many unhappy couples stay together simply to maintain a relationship with their children. Additionally, Japan's views on infidelity are more lenient compared to many other countries. In some areas, arranged marriages still exist. Couples join not for love, but for family or societal expectations. This often leads to emotional gaps, with people seeking connection outside their marriage. A 2019 survey by Sagami Rubber Industries, a well-known condom manufacturer in Japan, revealed that 15.2% of women and 20.5% of men admitted to having had affairs. Number 13. Marrying a sumo wrestler is an honor. When you picture sumo wrestlers, you probably imagine large men wearing loincloths with massive bodies. Not exactly the traditional image of attractiveness. Many women might even shy away from the thought. Sumo wrestlers don't have chiseled six-pack abs like athletes from other sports, nor do they flash bright smiles after victories. Instead, they often carry a serious, almost stoic expression, much like a passing subway train. For many women, becoming the wife of a sumo wrestler is considered a true dream. It's not unusual for beautiful women, including actresses, models, and Japanese TV personalities, to marry men weighing over 100 kilograms. Even though this often means giving up their own careers, they dedicate themselves entirely to being devoted wives, caring mothers, and supporting their husbands' demanding careers. In Japan, sumo wrestling isn't just a sport, it's a national symbol deeply connected to Shinto traditions. The sumo ring isn't just a place to compete. It's considered sacred ground. Sumo wrestlers are revered by the public, seen almost as living gods, bound by an absolute vow to dedicate their lives to sumo. Because of this, they receive immense respect. Viewed as disciples of the deities, the Japanese admire sumo wrestlers for their grueling, years-long training, which is physically and mentally demanding, shaping both their strength and discipline. Sumo has more fans than any other sport in Japan, apart from baseball. People of all ages, genders, and backgrounds passionately support the sport. Every year, sumo tournaments attract around 60 million viewers, both in person and on television. Fans are even willing to spend as much as 43,000 yen, roughly 8 million VND, to watch their favorite wrestler compete, or spend hours following the tournaments. Sumo wrestlers earn extremely high incomes, with salaries comparable to top athletes in other sports. During their competitive years, they're often fully sponsored by advertisers, along with receiving generous allowances from the Sumo Association. The higher a wrestler's rank, the more money they earn. On top of that, they receive sizable bonuses for every victory, often many times greater than their base salary, along with seniority bonuses and income from advertising deals tied to the sport. In total, sumo wrestlers can earn a substantial annual income. For example, during the 2000s, wrestler Asashire earned around $1.3 million per year. Number 12. Over 700,000 hikikomori people in Japan. There's a social phenomenon that has raised concern for decades. These are individuals who voluntarily withdraw from society, isolating themselves in a single room for many years. Hikikomori are often young adults, between the ages of 30 and 31, but some are even middle-aged. Most are unemployed and completely cut off from the outside world, relying entirely on their families, especially their parents, for support. They spend nearly all their time in their private rooms, avoiding work, study, or even simple communication. Parents typically deliver food and drinks to their doors, allowing them to maintain a basic existence. Some hikikomori remain in this state for decades, with their small rooms becoming the only world they know. According to Japanese government statistics from 2023, an estimated 1.15 million hikikomori live across the country, representing a significant portion of Japan's potential workforce. The phenomenon isn't just a personal issue, it places a heavy burden on families and society. Parents often face severe financial and emotional stress, while trying to keep their child's condition hidden from public judgment. Worse yet, when hikikomori reach middle age and their elderly parents pass away, they're at risk of becoming homeless or falling into extreme stagnation. This creates a vicious cycle that the Japanese government has been working hard to break. In recent years, various measures have been introduced to help hikikomori reintegrate into society. Non-profit organizations and mental health experts offer counseling, psychological therapy, and remote work opportunities. However, changing the mindset of those accustomed to years of isolation is no easy task. Number 10. Renting a boyfriend or girlfriend. The service of renting a boyfriend or girlfriend in Japan isn't just about entertainment, it's designed to meet social connection needs in an increasingly busy and isolated society. Participants in this service can choose their temporary partner based on personal preferences, from appearance and style to communication mannerisms. The cost ranges from 5,000 to 10,000 yen for a 2 to 3 hour date, depending on the service provider and the customer's specific requests. What's interesting is that, while this service is often seen as a way to ease loneliness, how the rented boyfriend or girlfriend is used depends entirely on the agreement between both parties. Some people simply want dinner conversation, a walk, or someone to listen to their worries. However, many mistakenly believe the service includes more intimate relationships, something that service companies strictly prohibit and clearly outline in contracts. Despite its popularity, the service remains controversial. Some argue it reflects a growing decline in real social connections, as modern work pressures and isolated lifestyles leave many without the time or opportunity to form genuine relationships. On the other hand, Some see this service as a practical solution, providing companionship and emotional support to those who feel lonely or insecure. Number 8. Japan is the safest country in the world. Japan has long been known as one of the safest countries on earth, with one of the lowest crime rates globally. In Japan, safety isn't just a slogan, it's woven into daily life. A fascinating example of Japan's safety comes from Kagoshima, in the country's south. Due to the incredibly low crime rate, police decided to set a unique trap for thieves. They left an unlocked car in a supermarket parking lot, with an enticing box of malt beer inside. Remarkably, the car remained untouched for an entire week. After 7 days, police finally arrested a middle-aged man, one of the few who fell for the trap. Beyond the low crime rate, Japanese people are known for their politeness and respect for personal space. On the streets, you'll often see people adjusting their pace, stepping back or moving ahead to avoid making others feel uncomfortable. This beautiful cultural habit shows the refinement and thoughtfulness in Japanese social interactions. But Japan's safety comes not only from public awareness, it's also due to strict laws and a highly disciplined society. These factors create an ideal living environment, not just for Japanese citizens, but also for visitors from around the world. Number 7. Japanese people don't beg. Begging is virtually unheard of in Japan, reflecting the deep sense of pride and cultural values embedded in the Japanese way of life. First, saving face is an extremely important value in Japanese society. For most Japanese people, begging is seen as a loss of dignity and honor. They would rather quietly collect cans, sleep in cardboard boxes, or search for discarded food than ask for pity or charity. This mentality isn't limited to the elderly. It's passed down through generations. Second, the Japanese deeply respect hard work and personal responsibility. Asking for money without working is viewed as shameful and unacceptable. Even the poorest individuals try to find work, no matter how small, to maintain their self-respect. Lastly, the spirit of Bushido, the way of the samurai, shaped the Japanese mindset for centuries. The philosophy of better to be poor than to lose one's spirit is a profound life principle, emphasizing resilience and inner strength. Bushido isn't just a moral code for samurai warriors. It remains a key part of modern Japanese culture today. Number 6. Earthquakes are a daily reality in Japan. If you visit Japan, you might be startled by something the locals are very familiar with: earthquakes. Japan is one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the world, with hundreds of minor tremors occurring each year. Most of these are so mild, you may not even notice them. But living in such a harsh natural environment means knowing how to prepare for the worst. If an earthquake strikes, it's safest to take cover under a table, or find a protected area indoors. Running outside is dangerous. Falling debris can cause serious injury. This contrasts with what many people believe, that rushing outdoors is the safest option. Instead, you should shelter in place. Cover yourself with a blanket, if possible, to protect against falling objects, and only exit the building once the shaking has completely stopped. It's also important to open doors and turn off gas during an earthquake to prevent further risks. While earthquakes are seen as one of Japan's greatest natural threats, the actual number of fatalities directly from tremors is relatively low. Most casualties result from fires, building collapses, or smoke inhalation after the shaking. This is why preparation, awareness, and calm handling of emergencies are essential in Japan. Being prepared for any situation is key to personal safety. Number 5. The longest life expectancy in the world today. Japan boasts an average life expectancy of around 85.3 years, just slightly lower than Hong Kong's 85.9 years. But what truly amazes the world is that Japan is home to over 30,000 centenarians, people aged 100 or older. So, what's the secret behind Japan's remarkable longevity? One of the most important factors is the incredible development of Japan's healthcare system over the past 60 years. With government-subsidized medical services, the people of Japan have easy access to high-quality healthcare. Hospitals and clinics are equipped with advanced technology and staffed by experienced doctors who can detect and treat diseases early. In addition, Japanese people maintain a habit of regular physical activity, from walking and cycling to simple stretching exercises, all of which help improve overall health. The Japanese government also places special emphasis on social welfare, especially for the elderly. Healthcare support programs, pension subsidies, and affordable or free medical services ensure that older citizens receive proper care. Japan is also home to some of the world's most advanced geriatric research centers, where experts continually explore ways to combat aging and improve quality of life for seniors. But physical health is only part of the picture. The Japanese also value mental well-being. Their culture of hard work is balanced by relaxation through meditation, tea ceremonies, or traditional festivals, all of which help reduce stress. Strong community bonds and close family relationships play a vital role in helping the Japanese live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Number 4. Japan's extremely strict waste sorting system. Have you ever wondered how Japan stays so immaculately clean, even though you rarely see street cleaners? The secret lies in the country's exceptional community awareness and one of the strictest waste sorting systems in the world. In Japan, children are taught environmental responsibility and proper waste sorting from a young age. At school, they learn to identify different types of waste and practice sorting during lunch or class activities. Simple habits, like washing milk cartons before recycling or folding newspapers neatly, become second nature. This forms good habits early and instills a deep respect for the environment. Japan has very specific and strict regulations for waste sorting. Trash is divided into 5 main categories: burnable waste, food scraps, paper, fabric non-burnable waste, metal, glass, ceramics recyclable waste, cans, plastic bottles, newspapers, bulky waste, furniture, large appliances hazardous waste, batteries, chemicals. Each area has its own waste collection schedule, and residents must dispose of the correct type of waste on the designated day, at the correct location. In some areas, recycling rates exceed 80%, compared to around 30%. In many other countries, waste sorting not only keeps the environment clean, but provides practical benefits. Recycled materials are used in manufacturing, significantly reducing landfill waste. It also helps people appreciate resources and the environment more, contributing to sustainable development, a source of national pride for the Japanese. Imagine how much our living environment could improve if we all shared the same level of awareness. Number 3. The oldest company in the world is in Japan. Have you ever heard of a company that's been in business for over 1,400 years while staying true to its identity and values? Japan is home to one of the most incredible business legacies on earth. Kongo Gumi, the world's oldest company, founded in 578. Kongo Gumi isn't just a business, it's a symbol of longevity and Japan's spirit of preserving tradition. The company specializes in building Buddhist temples and shrines, structures that carry deep spiritual and cultural significance in Japan. Founded by a family of carpenters from Korea, Kongo Gumi was invited to Japan to help build the oldest Buddhist temple in Osaka. Since then, the company has been a familiar name in constructing and preserving some of Japan's most beautiful temples and shrines. What makes Kongo Gumi so extraordinary is not just its age, but its reputation for exquisite craftsmanship, reflecting the art and dedication of the Japanese people. So, what's allowed this company to survive for over 1,400 years? Its success lies in exceptional construction techniques, adaptability, and unwavering commitment to its core values over the centuries. Although Kongo Gumi merged with a larger group in 2006, its legacy lives on in the temples and shrines scattered across Japan. If you're interested in exploring Japan's iconic temples, Kanazawa, known as Little Kyoto, is a must. Famous for its traditional temples and gardens. One of its highlights is Kenroku-in, one of Japan's 3 most beautiful gardens. There, you can experience the harmony of nature and spirituality. Would you like to experience the serenity and elegance of Japanese culture? Kanazawa not only offers a chance to admire historic architecture, but also helps you understand Japan's enduring spirit of heritage preservation. Number 2. Japanese melons can cost over $200 in Japan. Melons are far more than just fruit. They hold deep cultural and symbolic significance. Since the feudal era, premium fruits like mandarins and melons have played an important role in Japan's gift-giving culture. Samurai once offered melons or mandarins to their generals as symbols of respect and gratitude, a tradition that continues to this day. Premium fruits are still used as elegant, luxurious gifts for special occasions. From greetings and expressions of thanks to major celebrations. Do you think a melon could replace a sincere thank you? In Japan, it does, but it's not just about the fruit itself. It's about the thought and effort put into selecting the perfect melon. Unlike mass-produced fruit, Japanese melons, especially the famous Yubari King variety, are grown with meticulous care. Farmers use traditional methods to ensure each melon reaches absolute perfection in shape, sweetness, and flavor. King melons grown in Hokkaido can fetch prices of $200 or more each at auctions. In some cases, pairs of premium Yubari melons have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, showcasing their rarity and prestige. Next time you have the chance to enjoy a Japanese melon, remember, it's not just fruit, but a symbol of Japanese culture and craftsmanship. Number 1. Over 80% of Japan's land is covered by mountains. With more than 80% of its land covered by mountains, Japan is not only a country of breathtaking natural beauty, but also of remarkable geological wonder. Japan is home to over 100 active volcanoes, accounting for about 10% of all active volcanoes worldwide, making it one of the most geologically active regions on the planet. The country sits along the Pacific Ring of Fire, where tectonic plates collide, giving rise to countless volcanoes. But these volcanoes aren't just symbols of danger. They are deeply woven into Japanese culture and daily life. Famous volcanoes like Mount Fuji, a national symbol, and Sakurajima, Japan's most active volcano, attract countless tourists and researchers eager to experience their magnificence. Japan is a land where modern, bustling cities coexist with majestic mountains and rich cultural heritage. From exploring volcanoes and national parks like Sanriku-Fuko, to savoring local cuisine in peaceful fishing villages by the coast, Japan offers an unforgettable experience, a perfect harmony between nature, humanity, and tradition. So are you ready to embark on this fascinating journey? Share your thoughts in the comments below and tell us if this topic intrigued you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss more captivating content in the future. See you in the next video, where we continue to explore the world's most surprising hidden corners.